Building your website, breaking down the back end. When it comes to your website, you may not know everything you need to put it together. Well, don't worry, we are going to break it down for you right here. We are going to touch 4 different topics: the domain, search engine optimization, SSL encryption, and web hosting. To make building a website more relatable, we will compare it to a physical brick-and-mortar store. The first topic we will touch on is the domain name. A domain lets people know where they can find your website. For example, the domain would be similar to a store's physical address. It reflects the name of your organization. So if your nonprofit's name was Helping Kids Inc., you would want your website to be www.helpingkids.org. Next, we will talk about search engine optimization, also known as SEO. SEO can be confusing, but SEO-optimized content allows websites to rank higher in search results and reach a broader audience. So with our brick-and-mortar store example, SEO would be like if your physical store was in a mall and there was a map that listed all of the stores in the mall. The better SEO score you have, the higher your store's name would be on that list. So online, the better your SEO score is, the higher you appear on Google when someone looks up questions or topics in your industry. SEO can be complicated to understand and implement, so we will dive deeper into this topic in another video. Next on the list of topics is SSL encryption. You can use SSL certificates to encrypt your website, which you would see HTTPS appear before your domain name. Unencrypted websites are listed as unsecure by your browser and look unprofessional to your visitors. SSL encryption adds more protection to your website visitors' data. So picture in a physical store you had a big security guard to guard your store and protect your store's visitors. Lastly, we are going to talk about web hosting. Web hosting is the virtual real estate your website is built on. So with a physical location, you have to purchase or lease the land to put your store on. Same with a website. You need to lease virtual property for your website and its data. We have 2 bonus tips for you when you are building your website. First is to make sure your website is mobile friendly. In this age, everyone is on their phones more than a computer. So the likelihood that someone will visit your website from their phone is higher than them visiting on a computer. And the second tip is to make sure your website has fast loading time. Loading time is the time it takes for your website to appear when someone is visiting it. Images and videos attached on your website are 2 of the biggest factors when it comes to slow loading time.